The editorial staff of Mauxa-Dailybloid takes you to the Italian global series in Riccione for an exclusive discussion on major international TV series. The debate, moderated by Roy Menarini, brings together two Hollywood masters, producer David W. Zucker and legendary director and screenwriter Nicholas Meyer. The focus of the discussion is on the first sneak peeks at the filming of the new Alien and Blade Runner 2099 series, but above all, a profound cultural reflection. Meyer has, in fact, issued a stark warning against smartphones, calling them the death of cinematic storytelling and calling for a return to the collective experience. Let's hear what the protagonists have to say in this special film feature from Mauxa-Dailybloid. Translated with deepl.com, free version.
Relate. To the point now that there was one article I read the other day where young people were having, like young assistants, would prefer to email or text. They don't want to call anyone because they're uncomfortable. But what the article was saying is, well, how are they going to learn to deal with conflict if they don't know how to engage with someone? So there's no question that everyone is quickly coming to terms with the impact of all of this. But where my hope resides is that when this kind of rapid, aggressive change transpires, we will inevitably be drawn to each other again for the reasons that Nick was describing. Because at the end of the day, that is really what keeps life.
What I'm seeing, though, online is incivility. The safety of anonymity, that you can cuss people out and bully them, and we all know cyberbullying is a real problem. And how do you mitigate that? How do you teach people to talk to each other face to face and not, sort of cell phone to cell phone or just tapping out abusive stuff? A lot of rage online.
I think not to go into the deep depths of this, but I think it is the provocative question of the day. I do think what's been most dangerous impact from a storytelling standpoint and from a society standpoint is we're not living the same reality. And that's where, so I'm trying to be optimistic, where the hope resides is that it will draw us back together individually. There was this fantastic play that was in New York, was in London and then New York last year, called Giant, that John Lithgow was playing the writer of Roald Dahl, who was a fairly raging anti-Semite, and it was this true story about these public statements that he made that then his representatives came to appeal to him to recant. And it was one of the most extraordinary plays I've seen in a long time, because it was 2.5 hours of him arguing with his New York agent and his London agent about why is he not permitted to have his point of view? Why is it improper for him to be able to express those very ugly things that he was saying? But it was extraordinary to be in a theater with people listening to a debate that was uncomfortable, but extraordinarily challenging, and provoked a lot of conversation afterward. We can't have those conversations now because we are so tribalized. And that's, I think, what social media has done, and it's how I think it's been exploited. So my optimistic hope is that we will come to need to seek that out again.
One of the things, I know we're running out of time, but I'm very in favor of the theatrical experience. That when you go to the play, or the ballet, or the opera, or the movie, you are having an experience with a bunch of people. You don't know them, they don't know you, but you are having an experience that is simultaneously individual, intimate, personal, but also collective. And I think when human beings come together, which is what theater does, that's the best thing it can do, is to bring people together. That's what art can do. And that's why I'm voting for it.
Grazie mille. Abbiamo veramente una scaletta molto densa. Io personalmente sono felicissimo di aver ascoltato i nostri due ospiti, per me è stato un onore, è stato breve ma intensissimo, e vi diamo appuntamento ai prossimi appuntamenti dove ritroveremo sicuramente Nicholas Meyer. Grazie mille.